I am a Christian. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the way that I come across, so fair and fake friendly and full of myself, judging your spiritual health by the way that you dress, the words that you say, and the things that you do. Or maybe I'm just judging you. I'm sorry for the way that I live my life, so confident in my own beliefs that I would never even think about thinking about yours. I'm sorry for the wars, iron-clad crusaders mounting steeds and drawing swords with such spirit that the spirit spoke they wouldn't hear, but see, the sword of the spirit was not a sword but the word, and word was with God, and the word was God, and they preached this as they marched on the Holy Land, singing and praying, and killing and slaying, and purging and healing, and raping and stealing. It's ironic they line their pockets in the name of God. Just like the priests who line their pockets in the name of God. Just like the people you can't stand because they always raise their hand and spread their faith and hate and judgment in the name of God. I'm sorry that I take God's name in vain. I'm sorry for being intolerant, for trying to talk down to you, for trying to talk over you, for not letting you talk. I'm sorry for not walking the walk, for being a hypocritical, critical Christian, criticizing your pagan lifestyle on my own lifestyle style itself, just like the televangelist hair, all slick and sly and slippery as a silver syllable slide their way into your ear. But see, that's my biggest fear, that the steps I take won't match the words I speak. So when I speak, all you see of me is a weak, hypocritical, critical Christian, saying one thing but doing another, loving my friend but hating my brother. It's a show. I'm sorry that I get drunk on Saturdays and go to church on Sundays to pray for my friends who got drunk on Saturdays. And on that note, I'm sorry for making church about the stained glass and the walls and the pews and the steeple, because see, the building is not the church. The church is the people. I'm sorry I hate you because you're gay. I'm sorry I condemn you to hell because you're gay. Instead of love, I jump to hatred, mouth open and tongue preaching, eyes open but not seeing that you are just the same as me, another human being. And I'm sorry that I only hang out with Christian friends and we do nice Christian things like potluck dinners and board game nights, while in the night, a man beats his girlfriend again. Another homeless man died again. Is this the way that my own pride has been? But here I am with the same friends again. See, what I always seem to forget is that Jesus didn't come to hang out with the priests and the lords. No, he hung out with cripples and beggars and whores. Love. I'm sorry for history, for native tribes wiped out in the name of the church, lodges burning, stomachs churning and yearning for justice, mothers screaming and bleeding, pleading as their young ones were taken away to church schools where they were abused. So I'm sorry for the way that I refused to learn your culture. Instead, I just came to spread the gospel and the plague. I'm sorry that I stand at the front doors of abortion clinics screaming at 15-year-old girls as they enter instead of waiting at the back door to hug them as they leave. And I'm sorry for bringing my faith and my wars to your lands when historically your land is where my faith was born. And in the face of the storm, I realize that if Allah is God and God is Allah, then why are we shooting instead of sharing? Why are we launching instead of learning? Why are we taking instead of talking together? Why are we warring instead of walking together? Why are we bombing instead of breaking bread together as brothers? See, I think God looks down and he's sad. And from his right hand throne, Jesus asks, where is the love? And if it takes will.i.am and Justin Timberlake asking that same question for us to start asking that same question, well then where are we headed? So I will take this stage to be my chapel, and this mic my confession booth, and in the presence of God and of you the blessed I confess I am a Christian. I'm sorry.